Okay everyone, hello, welcome back to another video on the channel. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing at least more consistent uploads in terms of like not being 5 weeks apart, but it's been a few days before I make another video. I was really excited for, well, not recording in general, but for this update in particular. So if you don't know what this game is, it's called Another Crab's Treasure, and it's basically Dark Souls, but you play as this little crab called Krill, and you basically explore the ocean, killing all the polluted sea monsters that you find in the search of your beloved lobster shell, so you can return to your like tide pool and chill out, do whatever you want with your life. I won't spoil the game. I do recommend you pick it up if you are a big fan of Souls-likes, or even if you aren't a fan of Souls-likes. It's a very casual entry into Souls-likes. Like, it's obviously going to be difficult for a newcomer. I mean, I don't play Dark Souls, I don't play Elden Ring, I don't play Bloodborne. The closest Souls game I've played is this one. And honestly, for someone who's played the game twice now, once you get used to the patterns, it's really not that hard. My first playthrough, I remember when I played it on launch, it was chaotic. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize that half of it was a big boss rush, but honestly, you'll pick it up like instantly. And they brought out a new update on Monday, I think it was. And it was called the Year of the Crab update. So it was a free update that came along with some extra goodies. For example, you get some extra costumes, boss rush mode, new game plus, some achievements, and basically everything is remixed and changed for your second playthrough of the game, because people still play this game to this day. Like, they still played through the game normally, testing out certain like styles of builds, doing no weapon challenges, no armor challenges, like that kind of thing. And the build that I went for was Life Drain. Now, I'm going to play a clip at the end of this section of my boss fight with the last boss in the game, Firth, to test this build. AKA, I already beat Firth before recording the section. I didn't realise, because I was wearing this skin here, which you get from doing the boss rush modes, which I did after beating the game. So, before anyone says, oh, you're pretending to beat the game when you've already, you know, got this outfit post credits or whatever, but I did beat Firth for my first try in both the recording part and in my offline playthrough. Like, I played through the game normally. I just used this build with the Juggernaut helmet and this accessory here, Lamprey Plus Plus, 9% health drain. You'll probably see it in my footage. It absolutely carries boss fights. If you combine it with the Tactical Tentacle leveled up to level 3, it says here, tentacle attacks heal Krill for percentage of damage dealt. So if you just spam attacks, pop Juggernaut so you don't get interrupted. I think it's, what does it say? Yeah, don't get interrupted or knocked down from enemy attacks, even when you aren't blocking. So for a short while, you can just go to town on a boss, and you'll pretty much get your health back for the majority of the time that you're like using Juggernaut, combined with the Tentacle and Lamprey Plus. I think there's a plus 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 version. I could be wrong, but got 9% health drain, or even the normal one, 7%. It's honestly one of the best accessories in the game. And I kind of threw this together because these two accessories here, Sinker and Sea Cucumber Plus, I was basically using them anyway. I used Sea Cucumber in my first playthrough just to get some bonus stats, and then Sinker for extra damage. But people are pointing out that attack doesn't really do that much in the game in terms of your damage. It's more just like, if you play with hammers, then that's when you're going to have a lot of damage. But in terms of what I played with just a fork, because I don't like the hammers playstyle. So to show off what I mean by hammers, take my shell off. As you can see, I've got a weapon on the back, on the end of my fork, which does hammer damage. And then you've got the fork normally, where you can swing, some light attacks. And if the game would let me, you do a charge attack. And just to show you what else is instantly, these are all the boss rush ones. I did do these. Admittedly, most of them were pretty easy. Obviously, these ones are like start of the game levels. So you got Shell Splitter, Nephro, and Magister. Then it pretty much goes down in terms of when you encounter them in the game. So these are all like Area 2. Technically, Inkerton is in this section because you technically fight him first on the way to Flotsam Vale. But then he does return when you fight Roland. So after you fight Roland, sorry. But yeah, in essence, I'm not going to spoil the story for you, because if, like I said, if you haven't played this game already, do play it. It's very fun. I might even do another playthrough, to be honest, and try to do some challenge runs. But I'll give you a pro tip if you are playing this game and you are stuck on New Game Plus in terms of where you need to go or what you need to do. So if you have beaten the game originally, the way to activate New Game Plus is you have to beat Firth again, which is the end game boss. Spoilers ahead, sorry. But once you beat the end game boss again on your first playthrough, if you go to the menu, it will just say New Game Plus, and then you copy your save file into another empty slot, then it converts it into a New Game Plus file, and it's very easy to go through that. But I ended my first playthrough on level like 53, and I'm now on level 101. Admittedly, I was like level 99 when I actually finished the story. I just wanted to get some collectibles and costumes, and there are a lot of costumes, which I will not go into detail about, but this one's cool. I like the caveman one. But yeah, I'm gonna just play my footage of me fighting Firth right here, and you can see just how stupid the life drain ability is in terms of how much damage I recover in such a short amount of time. And if you combine it with a good enough MSG stat, which does damage in Umami, which is pretty much how tentacles work, you'll see just how stupid it is. So I'll play the footage now, but all in all, this update is very nice. I'm very happy about it. AggroCrab did a good job, and it's a free update, so you can't really go wrong with a free update. But yeah, I'll leave it to post-fight me to show you what happened, so see you later.
Come on, do it! Hit me! Don't be a coward! Psych! Heads up! What's the six, pal?
Wouldn't give me a chance to block shit now.
Heads up! No one likes a sore loser, buddy! You're gonna regret standing in my way!
Life drain is the stupidest thing in this game. It's crazy.
Would you just die already?
I don't know how to explain the build. I'll probably put it like a post commentary or something, but this is fucking ridiculous.
You ain't seen nothing yet, dude! This thing's downright overpowered!
What a jerk.
No, Krill, wait! Don't put that on!
Definitely my first time recording as well. I beat the game on my first try.
That's what chitin meant now.
Krill, hold on! Let's talk about this like adults!
If I'm gonna be...
Alright, I'm not gonna spoil the cutscene, but it's probably gonna be at the end of the video, but fucking hell. That was an experience. New Game Plus is done. Yeah, it was fun.